Hi friends, good evening. I am early by 30 seconds, waiting for others to join. I've already got Deepak. Hi Deepak, good to see you. Manik, hi Manik, good to see you. Ramana, good to see you. Who's this pack? Good to see you. Happy to see you all. I'm live on LinkedIn, Facebook, and YouTube simultaneously. Happy to take your questions. I'm fully prepared. You guys have to ask your questions. Anything related to personal finance, business, career, life skills, farming, let's discuss. There's so much to learn, right? Happy to see you guys. So many questions are coming. Hi Prasanna, hi Venkatesh, hi Prashant, Manjunath, hi D'Souza, Prapancha Gyan, hi Chetan, Rakshit, Yogesh, Renuka, Arjun, Prabhu, Puneet, hi. Hello, happy to see you all. Please like and share so that your friends will join quickly. Let's have more people. We can discuss more, answer everyone's questions. Please join. A lot of questions. Dijo says, Sudhir would like to collaborate with you. Kindly let me know how to reach you. Hey Dijo, please write an email to Sudheer@IndianMoney.com. SUDHEER. Sudheer@IndianMoney.com. I will I'll reach out to you. SMK Telugu, Bitcoin investment best or not, sir? It's a scam. Please don't invest. I'm requesting everyone time and again. It's a scam. Please don't invest in Bitcoin. Pack says prepayment of housing loan or investment, which is best? Okay, so now it's very easy to make a decision, right? If your home loan interest is about 7.5% or 8%, and if you feel that you have other investment options which can give you better return than home loan, then why to pre-close home loan? It's good to invest, right? So normally what I do, even when I buy real estate properties, I keep buying. I mean, there's no point in clearing existing loans. If you have some more money to make down payment, and if banks are willing to give you loan, it's good to avail as much as you can at lower rate and buy right properties. So I don't recommend you to pre-close the home loan if you are availing home loan at 7.5%. But if you are already paying higher interest on your home loan, it's good to switch from your current loan to a new loan. The next one, Krish says, hi Krish. For SIP of 10,000 per month for next 15 to 20 years, what should be the split up? How much should one invest in large cap, multi and small cap and debt funds? A good question, Krish. So now you're talking about SIP of 10K per month for the next 15, 20 years. So now if you ask me the split between these three, or four in fact, I would suggest, I don't recommend debt funds. For 10 years or 15, 20 years, I don't recommend debt funds at all. Please don't go for debt funds. Debt fund is required only when you have to go for 3 months, 6 months, 1 year kind of investments. For long term, I don't recommend debt at all. So now if you ask me between large cap, multi cap and small cap, I would recommend you to have about 50% in large cap and about 30% in multi cap and about 20% in small cap. That's the ideal portfolio allocation. But make sure this 50% in large cap have two funds. And this 30% in multi cap can be one best fund, maximum two. Small cap can be two. This 20% can be divided between two funds. So overall, you may have about 5 or 6 funds all in total. That's it. Not more than that. Otherwise, it will become over diversification and that will not be good. Please don't do that. All right, let's go to the next question. So many people are coming in. Please like and share so that we'll have more people joining us. The next question is from Naidu. Hi, Naidu. Is this hi, sir? Naidu. The next question. Oh, so many questions. Good to see. I'll take whatever I get here. I won't. Hemlata says, I'm planning to get gold loan. Which bank and gold finance is best? See, I mean, you should not really bother about which one. All you need to worry about is of course, all these are NBFCs, so nothing to worry about who they are. But what matters is when you go to these gold loan companies, you have to make sure they give you the best interest rate. And don't borrow 100%, 90% and all that. Borrow as less as possible, probably 70-80% of the gold value, so that you get to borrow at a cheaper rate. And it's good to borrow at about 8-9% interest or 10% interest or maximum 12% interest. Don't pay more than 11-12% for gold. I mean, it's your gold. Why should you pay so much? 9-10% is ideal. Viresh says how to create other income generation sources. I mean, he wants to create other income. See, creating other income sources. We in Financial Freedom app, in Financial Freedom course, I talk about 7 sources of income. I call it a 7R theory. What is 7R theory? It's a very important thing. I request everyone to pay attention to this answer. It's very important. You may not learn this anywhere. What is 7R theory? It's about remuneration, which means you work somewhere, you get salary. Second is rate. You are into business, you get rate. I mean, you get money for your product, services. Third one is rent. You sell, you rent out your property and you get rental income. Fourth is royalty. You write, you have developed something, you've written a book, you give it somewhere, you've got a patent of your own, you give it to someone and you get royalty for it. The fifth one is rights. You have written a book and someone is printing it and you get rights income. And the sixth one is you have, so remuneration, I forgot. See, remuneration, rate, I forgot, written, right? Which is also very important, right? So now you make an investment somewhere, so you get return on investment, right? That's another one. So this is called 7R theory. So now if you're looking at creating different sources of income, I want you to understand you can create multiple sources of income only through 2 things. One is you leverage your expertise, your name, your skill set, your learning, and create income. You write a book, you can create an income. You invent something, you create another source of income. You develop a new product, you invent something new, you create another source of income. Or you do some other part-time job, you create another source of income. But the other option here is you create money, invest that money, and that money will give you return. So you invest that into property, you get rental income. You invest that in mutual funds, you get return on mutual funds. You invest that into bank FD, you get interest, all that. So you basically have 7 options. I want you to learn this in detail, right? So remember that you can create another source of income either by leveraging your expertise skill, or you can create a second source of income by investing your money somewhere. So either you invest your skill, time, energy, or you invest your money. I suggest you to do both because that's when it will scale up. But you have to earn more money to create that, right? So that's where Financial Freedom course on the Financial Freedom app can really, really help you. The next question is, Prabhu says, on what basis RBI print notes? RBI can print currency notes based on multiple things. So they take into consideration the inflation rate in the country. And if you look at it, when this demonetization happened, India had about 17 lakh crore of total currency notes in circulation, but it has gone up to 20 lakh crore now, 23 lakh crore, I think now. So now how do they decide? They decide percentage of the GDP. So now the point here is as the GDP increases, so now our GDP at the time of demonetization was less. Currently it is more. So normally our GDP today is about, I think, 2.9 trillion is what they were saying. If you consider it as even $2.5 trillion, 1 trillion is about 75 lakh crore. This is about 200 lakh crore, right? So normally 10% of the GDP is always the currency notes, right? So if our GDP is about 200 lakh crores, 200 lakh crores, then the currency notes in circulation will be always about 20,000 crores. That's how it happens, right? 20 lakh crores. So 10% of 200 lakh crores is 20 lakh crores. So if you ask me again, if I have to sum it up, currency notes are being printed based on GDP growth in the country. It's always based on the GDP. It is going to be about 10%, depends. I mean, some countries even have higher. But if you print more, then your currency gets devalued. So if you don't want your currency to be devalued, then it's good to have currency circulation in less. Next question. Let's go to the next question. Charishma Reddy says, which SIP plan is good to invest? Which can come under ATC? And is it good to invest in Sukanya Samruddhi Yojana? If you have a female child, it's good to invest in Sukanya Samruddhi Yojana. But remember one thing, the proceedings of the investment you make in Sukanya Samruddhi Yojana will go to your daughter, not to you. In fact, many parents reached out to me and they were like a little bit worried that if I make an investment in my daughter's name and tomorrow she becomes a matured, she becomes major, I mean, she completes her 18-year-old and she receives the money and she says, no, it's my money, I won't get it, right? So it happens. So that's why if you are truly giving this to her, go ahead and buy Sukanya Samruddhi Yojana. If you're like looking at making this investment for better returns and tomorrow, like you are expecting this money to come to your hand, and in case that time, if your daughter doesn't stay with you, she doesn't want to be with you, she wants to just explore, take out this money, then you may not get it. So be cautious about it. And if you're talking about SIP, I suggest you to go with any large cap mutual fund. If you want to know the recommendation, then you can talk to my coaches, Financial Freedom coaches. You can just raise a request on Financial Freedom app. My team will guide you about it. The next question. Rakshit says, when is your book of financial suggestion is publishing? Waiting. Hey Rakshit, thanks for asking. My first book, Love Beyond Death, is already on the stores. It is already available on Flipkart, Amazon, and even local stores. We have sold about 3 lakh plus copies of the book so far. It is available in Kannada and English currently. And the second book, Health Insurance Handbook, that's also live. It's available both on Flipkart, Amazon. You can buy it. It is also available in Kannada and English. The third book, My Millionaire Friend, is going to be published soon. It's called My Millionaire Friend. This is about two friends. One becomes a millionaire, one doesn't. And the story is about that. All money mistakes you might make are covered here. And this is going to be published soon. It's also going to be published in Kannada and English to start with. The next question is by Prashant AC. I have salary income of 65,000 take home and business income of 2,000. Should continue business because I'm spending more time for business. Prashant, any business you start, it may not yield you good return in the beginning. It may take some time. To be very honest with you, I started IndianMoney back in 2008. You are at least receiving 2,000 rupee monthly, but I got to make money. I mean, I got to take home salary from my business only in 2011 April. Until then, I was only investing into my business. I had used my credit cards, I had taken loan, I had borrowed from everyone I knew. So if you're at least making 2,000 rupees, you should be lucky. You are happy. You should be happy about it. You're lucky, right? So that's a good sign. So I don't recommend you to stop the business because you're not making money, but I suggest you consider, your decision based on, the business opportunity, whether you're in the right business or not. If you think this business has a future, then go ahead. Please don't stop. Hey, Bish Motivation. Hi. Happy to see you back. one European company named Jali Lifestyle, Ja Lifestyle, launching at coming 17. And in this company says if we watch 60 ads per day, they will give 7,000 income. Is it possible? Is it a scam or not? 100% a scam. 100% a scam. More importantly, watching an ad is the preference of a real consumer. Why you should do it? They are trying to run a mafia. They're trying to extort money from business houses. This is unethical. Please don't join hands with them. It's unethical, illegal. Please don't do it. Ilayaraja says, hello, sir, unused credit card will affect the CIBIL score. No, never. It's just that if you don't use your credit card, it may so happen that your credit card annual maintenance charges may get billed. And if you don't pay because you're not using, your credit score may get affected. Otherwise, absolutely no problem. Shashank says, when are you making estate planning course live? It is going to go live soon. We are, in fact, building this content really, really well. This is an amazing course you'll get to watch soon. Thank you. Hi Shilpa, is it worth investing in Bitcoin? Any crisp blog or site recommendation to understand the basic of Bitcoin investment? There are a lot of resources, but I don't want you to waste time. Bitcoin is a scam. Please don't invest. I'm repeating this. I'll tell you, I would have endorsed Bitcoin. I would have endorsed Ethereum, a kind of other cryptocurrencies, if they would have been just the medium of exchange. If they would have said this currency will go up or go down, connected with US dollar or UK pounds or euro or some other currency like Indian rupees. Now, if you've seen, Bitcoin has grown 4 times in the last 1 year or so, I think. How the hell a currency can grow so much? If you look at Indian rupees, Indian rupee value goes up or goes down based on the inflation rate, based on the Indian exports, forex reserves, various other things. It is not an investment in itself, right? But they're saying Bitcoin, they say it's a currency, but how it can become an investment? How can you invest in a currency? It's a foolish idea. I'm telling you, please don't go for it. Hari Prasad Chandrasekhar says, hi Sudheer, is there any chance for $1 is equal to 1 rupee? And also silver becomes the world's costliest metal. My question is that possible? Anywhere share your views? Okay. A very interesting question. I think good thinking, right? So now I think before Britishers invaded into India, Indian rupee was equal to $1, right? But then gradually they devalued it. India's GDP, or almost 33% of world's GDP was with India. But unfortunately, later it all went down because of Britishers' invasion. They started robbing the country literally. But today, if it has to change, it can change because we have that greatest power. That's the youth power. We have huge human potential, human capital in the country. But unfortunately, that's not being used properly. If we use that properly, believe me, India can achieve that. So as youths, we all have to think about how India can become the manufacturing hub for the world, how it can become the factory for the world. If we can do that, I am hoping one day we can achieve that. But believe me, it's not $1 is equal to 1 rupee which will make this country great again. It is about the empowerment of every youth in the country by sharing knowledge and by sharing opportunities. Chris says, do we have any nominee options available which we can choose while investing in mutual funds? Yes, it is available. You can update in your account in any of these online mutual fund account, investment platforms. Arvind says, hi Sudheer, would you suggest opting for Atal Pension Yojana? See, Arvind, Atal Pension Yojana is mostly for the bottom of the pyramid. Those who are not into any other pension schemes, those who are currently not earning enough, for those people. As per Atal Pension Yojana, I have not read through recently, but As per the earlier one, it was like maximum pension allowed is only 5,000 per month. You can't take more than 5,000 pension once you retire. After 15, 20, 30 years, 5,000 rupee, how is it going to suffice, man? But if you are into bottom of the pyramid, you don't have any other pension scheme, you're not contributing to PPF or NPS, National Pension Scheme, you can go ahead with it, nothing wrong in it. Shashank says how to judge price to buy and sell a stock. See, normally there are many aspects to it, but you can look at number one, P ratio, the price to earning multiple. It is good to consider the one which has a lower P multiple, but you can't just go by low P multiple. You'll have to consider the growth of the company, whether this company is growing at a good speed or not. If the company is not growing, then even if the P is low, it doesn't really make sense, because you need to look at the growth. Because if you're looking at capital appreciation, if you're just looking at dividend, then it's okay. There are two kinds of stocks: value stocks and growth stocks. Value stocks are those where we invest because we get good dividend. Growth stocks are the ones where you see a good upswing trend with reference to capital appreciation. So if you're looking for capital appreciation, long-term benefit, it's good to go with a company which has a growth potential because of various reasons, scalability. Like Facebook, it's a growth stock, right? If you look at Indian oil corporations, or if you look at maybe even Tata Motors to that extent in India, these are value stocks, right? The next question is, Venkatesh Veerappan says, I have 1 acre of land. How much can I earn with it using Financial Freedom app? Venkatesh, as you know, on Financial Freedom app, we have a course called Earn 1 acre from earn 1 lakh rupee per month from 1 acre of agricultural land. This is a very interesting course. It is being designed in partnership with Mr. Madhu Chandan. Madhu Chandan is the founder of Organic Mandya. So now in this course, we talk about how you can leverage just 1 acre of agricultural land to earn 1 lakh rupee every month, not 1 year. So you can make even 1 lakh rupee. It's all about how you implement these strategies. On Financial Freedom app, we have got this course on how to earn 1 lakh rupee from 1 acre of agricultural land. We have a course on multi-crop farming. We have a course on poultry farming. We have a course on floriculture. We have a course on forest crops. We have a course on sheep goat keeping. We have a course on pig farming. We have a course on fish farming. So you can use all these courses to learn all these things. Karavirappa says, so when are you releasing tax planning course and financial freedom course? Tax planning component in financial freedom course is already there. A dedicated financial tax planning course is going to be released soon. Part of that is already there in financial freedom course. You can watch it, but we will release a separate course on tax planning soon. In the meantime, if you need any more information, you can always talk to our coaches. Our coaches can even help you file your IT returns. Please take their help. Mr. Diamond says, Diamond Rock, I purchased 3 months back financial freedom course, real estate video error, not move next video. I'm not completed my startup business course. So help me, sir. Mr. Diamond, startup business course already there. Please watch that completely. And if you're talking about some error, I really don't know why. Is that because of your internet issue? Please reach out to our coaches. In fact, our financial freedom coaches can assist you on this. You have an option to schedule a call or chat with them. They can guide you about it. The next question is, okay, Dinesh is asking, what do you expect in this union budget? Dinesh, thanks for joining back. Friends, I request you to like and share so that more people will use this facility. So what do you expect in this union budget? See, if you remember, back in 1991, I think we all were very small that time. In 1991, when the country was going through a very tough time, Manmohan Singh as a finance minister under Narasimha Rao's leadership, opened up the economy. They invited privatization, and all that contributed to India's growth today. Similar way today, in the budget, if the government is really keen to build this to the next level, if they are really committed to achieve this $5 trillion economy dream, then they will have to focus on manufacturing in India. A lot more has to be done. And entrepreneurship support is not enough. Ease of doing is just in words, it's not happening. Too many problems. Inspector Raj is still not over, it is still there. License Raj may not be there, but Inspector Raj is still there. Too much of harassment from different authorities still exists. There is zero support for entrepreneurs at smaller level. They don't get a chance to even speak to the concerned people. Lot more has to be done to create that entrepreneurial ecosystem. Otherwise, this country is not going to be meant for entrepreneurs. They will continue to struggle. As an entrepreneur myself, I'm struggling, right? So I expect changes there. Maybe Nirmala Sitharaman may also raise the tax bracket. I mean, as you know, up to 5 lakh currently no tax, and after that they have this 10% tax. I think 5 to 10 lakh, I expect, let's keep the fingers crossed. 5 to 10 lakh income currently, it's a 10% slab. I expect it to go down to 5%, and then maybe 10 to 15 can go down to 10%, and after that it can go up parallelly, right? I don't recommend having this higher income tax, right? That's when people will start hiding their income. Charishma says, I have one more question. Will gold prices still go higher? It will increase in future. What is your suggestion on investing in sovereign gold bonds? Hey, Charishma, I was answering this question yesterday as well. So please don't buy gold. Please don't buy gold coins or don't buy digital gold. Please don't buy gold coins, or even I don't recommend you to buy gold jewelry. If you want to invest in sovereign gold bonds, please go ahead and invest. I'll tell you the key difference between sovereign gold bonds and the gold. So now when you buy gold jewelry, if you buy 10 lakh worth gold today and tomorrow if you sell it off, you may make only about 7.5. If 10 lakh rupee gold means tomorrow morning if you sell it off, you'll only get 7.5 lakh or 8 lakh rupees, which means there's a capital erosion of 2 lakh rupee overnight. Second, there will be challenges, because if you buy gold and keep it at home, it's risky, and the gold sitting at home may not give you any return. So I don't recommend you to do that. Please don't do that. Instead, buy golds, sovereign gold bonds. One, you don't have to worry about security safety of it because it's bond. Second, you get to enjoy interest of 2.5% on your sovereign gold bond investment. If you have invested 10 lakh rupee, you will keep enjoying 2.5% interest on that. You can buy up to 4 kg gold per person. And the next thing here is, in sovereign gold bonds, one other benefit here is, Indian economy will not be affected, because when you buy sovereign gold bond, India doesn't buy gold from external countries. It's just an indicative price they take. So which means Indian government will not have a problem burden because you buy gold. So I don't recommend anyone to buy gold. That's why on Financial Freedom App, we have got silk thread jewelry course. We have got course on terracotta jewelry making, a lot of other things which makes a woman look beautiful without a gold. Like, please don't buy gold. Even during marriages, if you want to gift gold to your daughter or son-in-law, please give them sovereign gold bonds. Lakshman says, if a person has about 10 lakhs, what are best investment options next 5 years with high returns? See, I suggest you, if you have only 10 lakh rupees and if you are in a Bangalore kind of cities, or even small towns, if I were you, I would have bought real estate, right? Of course, plot of land with loan, and I would have definitely seen appreciation. But if you can choose the right property, you can achieve that. Or you can even buy agricultural land, right? Other option here is, apart from real estate, you can make is, you can even look for investing into large cap mutual funds. But the problem is, do you have the capability to wait between 5 to 10 years? Once you say 5 years, you should stick to 5 years. It shouldn't happen that tomorrow you come back and say, no, I want to liquidate and I want to get rid of this. Then it will be a problem, because the mutual fund investments, if you're investing for long run, it should be for a long term. It shouldn't stop in between. Then you lose the money, right? Because in case the market crashes, you'll lose the money. So please don't invest for short term in mutual funds. Invest for long term. If you're investing for 10 years and all that, I recommend you to go with mutual funds than anything else, right? And if you have more money, real estate is always a good idea. But please don't go everywhere else. Mutual fund itself is a great wonder. Please make use of it. The next question is by Dr. Rangnath. Hi Rangnath. Investing 1.5 crore, 50 lakh money plus 1 crore loan in rental income building. Rent is about 1 lakh in Bangalore. Financially, is it good? Already I have one more home in Bangalore. Think about it. Your income is 1.5 crore. Right? So you're investing 1.5 crore. Out of this, 50 lakh is cash and 1 crore loan. So now, assume you invest 1.5 crore in a bank. Bank would give you what? About 6% interest on that property, on that money, on 1.5 crore. 7%, 6% on 1.5 crore is about 9 lakh rupee annually, which means you will only get 9 lakh rupee interest on your 1.5 crore rupee investment. Now, if you invest the same money to buy a property, you will get two benefits. One is the rental income. If you buy a residential property, it may give you about 3% return, which means on a property of 1.5 crore, 3% is about 4.5 lakh. If it's a commercial property, you can even expect 6, 7, 8% also. Even 6% means it's 9%. It's higher than bank FD. The next important thing you have to consider is, in case of bank FD, if you put this money in bank FD, or you may not get that kind of return, right? And you'll not have appreciation. Capital appreciation will happen here. See, because in case of bank FD, you get 6% return. At the same time, you get rental income also. On top of it, you understand, in bank FD, you get 6% interest. In case of real estate, you get about 4%, 5%, 6%, depends. I mean, if it is a residential property, it is about 4%. If it is, let's say, if it is a commercial property, you can get about 7, 8%, right? Now, one is the rental income you get in property. The second one, apart from rental income, you get to enjoy capital appreciation. Your property value is growing. So I suggest you consider property than investing somewhere else, right? It's a good option. Please leverage it. If I were you, if I have the eligibility for higher loan, if I have 50 lakh, I would have probably made an investment, taken 2 crore loan. 2 crore loan, I would have taken 50 lakh deposit, down payment. So I would have bought a 2.5 crore rupee property, because I would have got a higher rental income, right? That's a good option. For now, the new tax regime is an option. But in future, the old regime will be removed. Obviously, yes. I'm very sure in the next 1 or 2 years, or 3 years maximum, old regime may completely go away. So the new income tax regime may continue and stand there, right? Shilpa says, since share market is already high, is it suggested to buy shares now or good to sell and book profit? See, this is a very tough question to answer, because if you are looking at investing in stock market today, you need to make this decision based on various aspects. Number one, what may happen to the stock market? You have to decide this based on what may happen to the banks. I am of the opinion that the NPAs may start coming up now. The last quarter results will be announced now. As you know, up to September 30th, we had moratorium on loan. So which means November and December, those who have not paid, October and November, those who have not paid, they will become NPAs. Once the NPA results are out, automatically you will see stock market crashing. The second thing is, in case if the next election, which is expected in West Bengal, those results also matters. And now, because of Biden taking over US presidency, there is that positivity which has also scaled the market. But all those are temporary, remember. See, in the short term, stock market is always a voting machine. In the long term, stock market is a weighing machine. So short term now it might have gone up because of whatever reason. There's a vaccination, it has gone up. For whatever reason. No lockdown, it has gone up. But remember, in the long run, the financials will be out. Based on financials of the company, the stock market future will be decided. Krishna says, hi sir, mutual funds will give a compounded effect. Please share your views. Thank you. Obviously, mutual funds will give you compounded effect. So when you invest in mutual funds, you get to enjoy the compounding benefit. So how does it really work? If you're investing 100 rupee today, month end, it becomes, let's say, 105. This 105 gets reinvested, right? So you get to enjoy return on that 105. That's the advantage you've got here. The next question is by Shashank. He says, what is the reason for the huge volatility in the market? Is the entire market overvalued? Will there be a correction? I consider most of the companies are overvalued. I was looking at various companies like, DMart. If you see the PE ratio, it's 200. It's like ridiculous. 200 PE ratio means your return is about 0.5%, 0.5% return, which is too bad, right? So now these guys are, all these people, right? Now think about it, right? Now P ratio, let me explain you now. DMart has a P ratio of 200, P multiple of 200, which means what? They are getting for a lakh rupee investment, 500 rupee return. For a lakh rupee investment, 500 rupee return. Now think about it. If I put my money 1 lakh rupee in FD per year, I may get how much? About 5 to 6,000 rupee return. Here 500 rupee. Now they are looking at growth. How much ever growth it will give you? 200 multiple is like too much. I really don't accept this. Hari Prasad says, what people doing with their income actually? As many earning lakhs and some doesn't. How much one can have in bank accounts? Any amount. You can have 100 crore in your bank account, no restrictions. But remember one thing. If you ask me what does that people do with their money now, people, they just don't save. I mean, India was known for their savings in the past, but today people don't just save money. That's the tragedy. So I suggest people to save more money, and whatever they save should be invested. It shouldn't be in your bank locker or your house locker. It should be invested. So, but do you know something? The irony is that in India, only about 1 crore plus people makes more than 5 lakh rupee annually. This is as per income tax data. Even if you assume about 1.5%, is about 1% of India's population. If you assume 1.5 lakh, it is about 1% of India's population is earning more than 5 lakh rupee annually. That bad it is, right? The next question, let me go to the next question. Praveen Shivamagga says, hi sir, past 6 months I've taken off salary. I start small distribution. Can you please tell how to develop? So he's saying past 6 months you're out of salary. So you've started your own distribution business. Very good. See, any distribution business, I want you to understand. It's all about what are you distributing? Whom are you distributing? Okay? What are you distributing? Whom are you distributing? Find out the product, whether there's a market fit, whether there's a market need. Otherwise, it's going to be tough. Second, whom are you distributing? Do you really know them? What kind of connections do you have? If you're not convinced with your answers for these two questions, it doesn't make sense at all. So friends, many people are talking about the coupon. Let me show you that. Many people are asking me, can you get me the referral code to buy subscription? I have got this for you now. If you are looking at subscribing to Financial Freedom app, if you use my referral code CSS Live, 3-month subscription is actually 2,000 rupee in the normal case. But today, if you use my referral code CSS Live, you will get it for just 1,000 rupee. 3-month subscription, actual price is 2,000. If you use my referral code CSS Live, you'll get it for just 1,000 rupee. For 1 year subscription, the actual price is 5,000 rupee. If you use my referral code, you'll get it for just 3,000 rupee. The actual price for 1 year is 5,000. But if you use my referral code CSS Live, you get it for how much? Just 3,000 rupee. You get to save 2,000 rupee. Please make use of it. That's an amazing opportunity. It is available today. In fact, I'm sorry, the time it is showing wrong. It is available. 1 second. I'll just tell you the timings. It's available between 7 p.m. to 11:59 p.m. Please make use of it. It is available between 7 p.m. to 11:59 p.m. Please make use of it. Akshay says recently DMart disclosed Q3 profit of whooping 146 crore. What is the main reason behind this? And I want to know how DMart is different from other retail chain in doing business. Akshay, 146 for DMart is not a good number at all. I'll tell you DMart market cap. DMart market cap as on today is about, I'll tell you, it's about 1.93 trillion, which means 1,93,000 crores. You understand? If you consider 1,93,000 crore as the market cap of DMart, just think about it, right? If the market cap of DMart is 1,93,000 crore, on 1,93,000 crore, they have given a profit of 146 crore for 3 months. Assume for the whole year they make 1,000 crore profit. Just imagine, guys, for a 1,000 crore rupee annual profit, the company valuation is 2 lakh crore. 2 lakh crore, literally 2 lakh crore. I don't recommend, that kind of hype. So why DMart is different from other small retail chain? They have that model wherein they inform their customers that not the customers, they're distributors. In fact, if you are a wholesaler or you are a manufacturer, you have a product to sell on DMart, they say you have to compulsorily give discount to the customers. Otherwise, they won't keep your product in the shelves. So because of that, the customers are coming to them. And because of this, their customer retention is high. Maybe that's one reason why so much of PE ratio. But unfortunately in India, why these stocks are doing so good is because of the fact that many people, right, in India, in fact, there are very less number of companies. Very, very less number of companies. Because there are less number of quality companies, these companies command a better valuation. Because more demand, less supply. The next question by Umesh, he says, what about Modicare? See, Modicare, as per, I have not studied them much, but as per my understanding, they are like a network marketing company. They have their own products. They sell their cosmetics. They sell their household products. Kind of a FMCG company like HUL, but then they have got their own products and they distribute through network marketing. And Modicare products are normally not available anywhere else except these people who sell. That gives them the edge, and many housewives have taken up that business as a part-time job. The next question. Nikhil Ram says, how to subscribe to Financial Freedom app? Any discount available? Nikhil Ram, as you can see on the screen, I'm showing you now, you can see the referral code CSS Live. It is available between 7 p.m. to 12 p.m. tonight. You can find Financial Freedom app, a link in the description of this video. If you click on that link, you can go to this, Play Store or App Store and download the app. Once you download the app, you will be able to update your purpose, and then you can select the subscription packages. There is 3-month subscription, 6-month, and 1-year subscription. If you select 3-month subscription, you will have to pay 2,000 the normal time. But if you enter my code CSS Live, you get it for 1,000 rupees for 3 months. If you want to go for 1 year, the normal case it will cost you 5,000. But today, if you enter my referral code, it will cost you just 3,000. You get to enjoy 2,000 rupee discount. It's almost 50% discount on both the packages. Please make use of it. It's available between 7 p.m. to 12 p.m. today. The next question is by Tipe Swami. He says, computer training center idea, business idea. Is that a good idea? Definitely, it's a good idea. But think about it. Who will come to computer training centers? Gone are those days where people used to come. Today, even those kids, like now this time because of online classes, even a third standard, fourth standard kid is using online education. And they are they're very well versed with using computers. So that's easy. So I don't know whether this will work in today's market, right? So I am recommending you not to consider that as the only option. If you want to have too many other things along with it, it's okay. But I don't recommend because the future looks very bleak. So friends, with this, it's time to end today's session. In the meantime, I request you to share and like this video. And as you know, you can use CSS Live referral code to get Financial Freedom app subscription. You will get 2,000 rupee discount if you go for 1 year. It is available up to 12 o'clock tonight. It's not available after that. So please make use of it. I'm going to see you again tomorrow at 7 p.m. on YouTube, Facebook, and LinkedIn. We'll answer more questions. Thanks for spending time. Thanks for listening to me. Thanks for asking questions. See you tomorrow then. Have a great evening. Jai Hind. Good night.